Welcome everybody to another episode of the Nebraska Cornhuskers Legacy on College Hoops 2k8. The 5-4 Cornhuskers going on the road to take on Sacramento State. And don't look at their record. I know their record's bad, but this roster is really good. Christopher Hornsby, Clarence Foster, Nelson Evans. These are some really good players from my good friend Craniac Gaming's legacy on College Hoops 2k8. His link is in the description below. Don't forget to go over and drop him a sub. He's almost at 1K. Help this man get monetized. Go binge this great series of Sacramento State. As you can see, we pick up action 9-5. Sacramento State in the big three from Dagunduro makes it 9-8. So now Nebraska trying their best, and that's not going to be good, but look at the slam from Marich to take the lead for the Huskers. So now looking, it's Hornsby. He's going to pass this one inside. He's going to pass it back outside to Hornsby for three, and it's good. 12-10 in favor of Sacramento State, and look at this on the run. That's going to get missed, but an easy putback. And it is 15-12 in favor of the Hornets. Here's a pass outside. It's Anderson for three. He ties the ball game up. It's now 17-16 over here with 9:08 to play in the first half. And you can see, nice shot there. Sacramento State takes the lead, but look at this. Harley, they are starting to call him Harley Davidson because he just revs his engine sometimes. 21-18, and there's a big shot right there. Mikhail Sokolov, but Harley Davidson doing his thing again, going to make it 21-20, just a point down. The Huskers are in this thing, but you can't stop Sean Brock on the inside as he gets another huge bucket. And now look at this big shot from the outside, huge three. That's May. He's not even in Craniac Gaming Series. He's just a bum bench player on this team. And he came in, hit a big shot. And you can see Turkside, he goes on the inside. And look at this, big shot from the outside. Clarence Foster, huge for the Hornets in this game. And they take a 9-point lead. But you can see, nice inside play there. And then a nice shot outside from Dagunduro. Has the Huskers back in this one, just 4 points down. Inside Dagunduro. He can play in the paint a little bit too. As now just a 2-point game, but again, Sean Brock, almost impossible to stop a 7'5" man. So now, the Hornets, another outside shot, and look at the toilet bowl. Clarence Foster, just absolutely huge in this one. Dagunduro tries a three, he nails it, it's just a 3-point game. Nice runner off the glass for Hornsby to make this a 5-point game, and Dagunduro for three, absolutely big. Still a 3-point game here. Inside, Nebraska trying to stop it, just can't. Clarence Foster just been absolutely huge as he scores a couple more buckets. It's 45-38, now 45-40, and the foul on Foster that time. But here, the three, it's going to get tipped in by Sean Brock. Just a great rebound and tip in. There, again on the outside, and again, the Hornets on the boards. It's Nelson Evans this time. He gets the bucket. Look at this. Ben Nelson able to glide past the defense and get in as we are near the end of the half, as the miss from Harley from deep takes us into halftime with Nebraska down 45-53. The Hornets shooting 60% in this game. They are 6 of 9 from beyond the arc. There's a nice fly in for Cookie Miller. And now, outside shot, another miss, but again, the 7'5" giant just getting the work done on the glass. There's a nice inside for Petroskas, as he will make the two there. It's a 6-point game, but the Hornets just keep scoring. It's going to be very hard to come back if that is going to be what happens. 57-52 in favor of the Hornets. Nice inside shot, kiss off the glass. And that is going to give the Hornets a bigger lead than an outside three ball. Clarence Foster, he's past 20 points already on the game. There's an inside paint job for Marich as he will pick up a couple points. And an outside shot, a big three ball. Again, Clarence Foster, he's near 30 points now on the game, as we are still 10 minutes and 30 seconds from the end of regulation. Nebraska trying to make a comeback, and again, another huge shot. Clarence Foster with 32 points right now. Now from the outside, it's Wickland. He's going to miss, and there's going to be a goaltending on Brock, so the bucket will count. It's 72-64. Look at this, wide open. Why would you leave him wide open? I don't know. Here's Daganduro open for the 3 ball. He will make it. So 7:51 still to play in regulation. Here's May, that bum off the bench, and he's not looking like a bum as he's hit 2 big threes already. Here's a drive up and another 3 from May. I don't know where this guy's coming from, but huge playing from him. Here's Anderson for 3 as he's just trying to keep the Huskers alive here. 83-75, another 3. That one's Mikhail Sokolov. It's a 10-point game at this point, and Anderson makes it 7 with the huge deep bomb. So now off the inbound, that one's going to get stolen away and put in by Nelson Evans. And he will tie the game up with just 2 seconds, and that is going to take us into overtime at 95 all here in Sacramento against the Sacramento State Hornets. So another 5-minute period, and that's a big 3. Villander with the big 3 to take a 3-point lead on Sacramento State. So now here's May. He's going to hit the long 2, but Hornets still down 1. They're still down 1, but here they take a lead, a 1-point lead. Foster on the assist. It's 101-100. And you can see Wickland wide open for 3, nails it. 103-101, still about 3 minutes to play. Look at Brock. He can hit the mid-ranger danger as well. But it's a 6-point game at this point, and on the inside, nice playing. Now a big 3 for Hornsby. He would knock it down, but it's still a 5-point difference. It would end an 11-point difference after some fouling attempts. And Daganduro gets the win for his Cornhuskers with a 37-point performance. Cookie Miller, 10 points, 3 assists, 3 boards. Daganduro, 37 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Anderson, 17 points, 6 rebounds. Just a crazy game. Unfortunately, a lot of issues with Elgato there. That's why I couldn't show the Sacramento State box score. Just a lot of freezing from the Elgato during recording of these episodes. And you can see the freezing had continued all the way into the second half of this USC game, in which we are locked in a 67-67 tie. And you can see there's USC taking the lead on us. Taj Gibson was huge for them in this game. O.J. Mayo did his part for USC, and obviously back in 2007, Taj Gibson and O.J. Mayo were a nice 1-2 punch. They now have a 4-point lead for the USC Trojans, and you can see Carney from the outside gonna knock down a 3 there. He had a lot of points in this game as well. So there is Elling. He's gonna get it inside, and just continuing, Taj Gibson just continuing to posterize us. It's a 9-point game at this point. Daganduro hits a big 3 under a minute to play. Still a 6-point game. We get the run on the inside for a 4-point difference. And now here you can see it's a nice pass kick out to Daganduro for 3, but not enough time on the clock to do any more coming back than that. We will lose this game by a singular point. 80-79. A little bit of a disappointment there, but we were taken down by Carney. 25 points from him, 5 of 8 from deep, and 4 assists for him in this game. Taj Gibson was also huge for them. Daganduro continues his great play with 20 points. Ben Nelson threw 17 points out there. Marich, 11 points, 15 boards. Just a really nice game from a few different people, but the bench players were a little bit underwhelming in this one, and Cookie Miller quite underwhelming in this one, as he just couldn't do enough. If he would have put up an extra 2 points, we would have won this thing. But for USC, you could see Taj Gibson, 20 points, 17 boards, an absolutely dominant performance from the power forward. And that puts us into this game at home at 6-5 against the 11-2 number 2 in the country, Kansas Jayhawks. That's a tough team. Mario Chalmers, Brandon Rush, Roderick Stort, Darnell Jackson, and Daryl Arthur all highly touted NBA prospects during their times, especially, of course, Chalmers and Rush. So here we have a tough task ahead of us. We're down 6-4, and Cookie Miller hits the big three. It's now 8-7 at this point, and you can see Daganduro from deep still has the hot hand. It's good to see a guy with the hot hand. Here's Anderson from the top, and he will nail a three as well. So the three balls are on early as we get another one there from Volander, an unlikely hero. We're up by 2 at this point, and Kansas starts to hit their shots. Collins with the big three there. Now we're going to pass it out, and we've got Anderson wide open for three, 19-17. Now at 21-21, big shot from Brandon Rush. So 26-21 in favor of Kansas. They get the roll. Aldrich, the roll on that one would make it 28-21. It's 28-23 now, and they hit another shot, making it a 7-point game. Harley Davidson hits a three, though. We don't really expect him to do a lot of that. There's Cookie getting fast on the inside. He would make a nice little two in there, but it's still an 8-point difference. And the kiss off the glass by Collins is going to make this thing a 40-33 game here at this point. Here's Vilander from the outside. Big shot. Now Maric trying to do something in the paint. He can. It's going to get passed around the horn to Anderson for a big shot. Anderson long two on that one. It's a 3-point game coming down to the end of the half, and look at that. Very nice take to get us within a point at the half, 42-41. Kansas, again, shooting better than us, just like Sacramento State was, but we're shooting better from beyond the arc, in my opinion. It's just that field goal percentage, man. We got to do better inside the arc when we do things. So here, coming Cookie. He's going to pass it out. It goes around the horn to Anderson. Anderson hits the big three. And we are going to take a lead. Now it's a 4-point deficit, and we're trying. Inside the paint, we get a 2. And now from the outside, Volander, it's going to bounce to the top and go in. What a shot. It gives us a 1-point lead at this point. But look at that. What a shot. What a three by Robinson. Now they're going to pass it around. They're up 3 at this point. And they're going to get another open shooter to make themselves up 6 points. Now it's 72-63, only 5:14 to play. Kiss off the glass is no good. They call goaltending on March. I disagree, but it is what it is. 76-63, it's a 13-point game. A steal off the inbound. That will drip in. And we're just down 15 points at this point. Oh, look at that slam, the vicious slam. That makes it a 17-point game, but we start to hit some shots. There's a 3. There's Cookie Miller from the outside, and that's going to put us still here at this point. We're 12 points down, even with all these threes. Here comes another 3 from Anderson, but just weren't able to win, and you can see the Elgato cut out on me again, so we take a look there. We did take our big fat L. And next episode, we're going to have some interesting games as we're going up against Colorado. They're not ranked or anything, but they're 12-2 on the season. That could be a tough game coming up. We're only 6-6, but we've won some games we maybe shouldn't have, and maybe we lost some games we probably shouldn't have. But we have some tough teams. Colorado's 12-2. Baylor is 11-4. These are some really tough teams as we're going to start really getting into conference play here as we lose to Kansas, but we're going to play Kansas again. We get our shot for revenge, but that's on the road, and they are now the number 4 team in the nation at 13-2. So a lot of great records. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the comment section below. Don't forget to drop a like on this video if you want to keep this series going.
You're a pretty little star boy. Look what you've done.